Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new chapter of My Hero Academia, which is on 428. This chapter right here looks like to me we're getting closer to the end, and it looks very simple, obviously, and I'm looking forward to the last two chapters, which will be very emotional, obvious from the get-go, but it is what it is because, not everything is meant to last forever, and many things are meant to come to a certain end. So if anything else, let's just get the started right away. We have to it that the first years I pretty much apologized and so forth, and they actually were very admired by Todoroki and Bakugo's action. We had to it. Ida tries to reprimand them, saying, "Hey man, it's fine you admire them, but following them around in a large group is actually startling." Todoroki and Bakugo are very much embarrassed and don't know how to handle it. And we have to it that all the underclassmen apologizes, and so forth. And we have to it that freaking Shinzo's like, "Hey, isn't it the guy getting attention?" But Sero tells Shinzo this is uncomfortable for him. I mean, there's just too many people. Hello, Midoriya's like, "Hey, that's kind of cool, Denki and Mineta are pretty jealous, that kind of thing, whatever." We have to it that, there's one guy that actually looks up to Midoriya, which is actually pretty cool. He says, "I actually saw you fighting, and it gave me a lot of courage, and I felt like I needed to do something to be like you, so I have to thank you, He says, "Oh, well, that's pretty cool and all, but we have to it, like I said, Mineta is very jealous, and so forth. As for Ashido, Tsuyu-chan, and Ochako, they just look on whatsoever, that kind of thing. We had to it, President Mike says, "Hey, another interview request is for Class 2A, but Aizawa says, "No, I am not allowing that because they are not in the mood for it, And when it comes to reconstruction, everything seems to be okay, They're just doing their own thing, helping out, and Sun Ida is officially a sidekick over there, which I thought was pretty cool. Everyone's cleaning up. Freaking Midoriya is just pushing a lot of rubble like no tomorrow, like no problem or something like that. Thought it was pretty funny. Genius is helping out to the best of his ability, and so forth. We get to see Bakugo doing some light duty, which I can't blame him for or where he's at right now because, like it was said many chapters ago, Bakugo should have died. And honestly, we're not going to get into that because it is what it is, But other than that, we get to see Edgeshot, Unfortunately for the guy, it looks like to me he's not going to get back to normal anytime soon, or he's not going to get back to normal at all after risking a lot and giving his life, almost giving his life and body to Bakugo, We have to it, Bakugo was actually concerned about him. He says, "You're stuck like this, aren't you?" He said, "Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm recovering just fine. I even got these hands whatsoever, And we get to see everyone's doing their own thing, helping out. And then, Dekugo apologizes knowing that, the land that he wanted to protect got destroyed. He says, "Oh, come on, dude. It's okay. Don't let it bother you. You guys made me realize we shouldn't be moping. Instead, leaving everything to you. We want to rebuild it as many times as we can. Don't worry, with this much food, we'll finish the job today, blah, blah, blah." And we get to see Cementos arrives with the first years helping out, which I thought was pretty cool. I know we're underclassmen, but we want to help out, And even though we started school, we don't have a freaking professional license, but please, let us help out, that kind of thing. And we have to it that, when they say, "Oh, we don't have enough food for you guys, so I hope you understand." They go, "Oh, we already ate already." But we have to it that, Ochako's not really feeling herself throughout this chapter, She's actually very happy, but we don't really see that much in her, We have to it that she's eating onigiri and enjoying herself, but it's not really the case. It happens around 7 p.m. eventually. Dorm life isn't compulsory anymore, and they're allowed to go home whenever they like eventually, We have to it that, that Tsuyu-chan tells everyone that Uraraka says she'll be staying home for a while, and she hasn't been answering my texts, and she's been ignoring my messages. We have to Uraraka looks back on the fight she had, and the camera ran out of battery before they find out about the result. We have to it that Ochako thinks about that day. Our conclusion wasn't caught on camera. she's happy that the city is back to normal. It's like, it feels like everything's all okay, you know? It feels like nothing gotten better ever since, you know, the sun's like setting down, shadows are growing, you know? Now it's time to be optimistic and bring it all back, you know? And I love seeing everyone smile, but I don't want to ruin the mood. She remembers about the pain she was stabbed in the stomach by Toga Himiko. This wound and pain, that's why she's been suppressing and try to stay positive, but she's unable to. And later on, she ends up crying tremendously at the same spot where Deku and Uraraka talk with each other, and they end up and Deku ends up finding Uraraka on time to see her cry and says, "Uraraka-san, what's up, man?" and so forth, and so on. So pretty much this chapter is pretty much simple, you know. Class 2A continue. Deku and his classmates are like doing reconstruction work, helping out, you know, and underclassmen want to help out too. Edshot and Denim Head are pretty much in okay. Ochaku, on the other hand, she's in pretty much in faking herself right now, and she's in total like sadness. She is totally broken, you know. Well, not totally broken, but she's really, really upset and crying right now because of the stomach wound, and not only that, which I think it will be obvious from the get-go that we have to say that Himiko Toga really died. I don't mind being wrong, but at this point, she shouldn't even be crying if Himiko Toga's dead, you know. But at this point, we all could correctly assume that she's gone, and so forth. And I'm pretty sure Deku right here is going to help her out, and he's going to confess his own feelings and how he feels about it too, you know? So nothing can be done about that. So, yeah. We're going to have to see how this turns out because, you know, like, Uraraka's in total shambles. She should be happy and be smiling with everybody, you know, but she couldn't, you know? She can't because she was unable to save Toga. She was able to save Toga, but she was unable to save her life, which she sacrificed herself to save Uraraka, which honestly, I think that would be the best conclusion, you know, but, you know, we'll have to see how this turns out. Because after next chapter, there's only one more left, and it's over, you know, and so forth. Anyways, this chapter right here was pretty cool, and, you know, Uraraka breaking down, crying, and Deku showing up, you know, at the end. I'm pretty sure we all are waiting for what's to come in next chapter, okay? It's gonna happen. If it doesn't happen then, it's gonna happen in the last chapter. If not, Horikoshi is just trolling us to death, man. Other than that, yeah. Anyways, looking forward to the next chapter, seeing how that goes. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Ta-da!